Back in 1995, there were two shows on the air about traveling to other worlds, Sliders and Stargate. Both shows were about four people who went through a circular bluish white portal to visit a different world every week. When you went into the portal, you entered a wormhole, and there was a whole sequence about traveling through the wormhole itself. Each world was mostly like Earth, but there was always some noteworthy difference. Now, when there's a new idea that becomes popular, you'll see it everywhere after that. Everyone uses it. A good example is Alien. Before Alien, science fiction aliens in popular media tended to look and act a certain way. But after Alien, they tended to look and act like xenomorphs. It was a moment that changed the popular imagination. So Sliders and Stargate did kind of the same thing. Before them, if people depicted alternate worlds or traveling through a portal of some kind, it was usually either just poof, they were there, like most of the Narnia books or the Oz books or Wrinkle in Time books or the Time Tunnel, or it was a portal shaped like a doorway, like in Prince Caspian or in Time Bandits. But after Sliders and Stargate, that became the way that everyone depicted it. For example, like this in Fortnite, or like this in No Man's Sky. You see in No Man's Sky, they even got the little thing for dialing. It looks just like it. So, did Sliders and Stargate each come up with this idea? If so, why did they come out at the same time? Were they copying each other? Well, no. But maybe they were both copying the same thing. See, in 1982, there was a tabletop role-playing game called Fringeworthy. So in Fringeworthy, in the game, they find a gate to other worlds and alternate Earths in a remote area. In the game, it's Antarctica, unlike Stargate. Oh, wait. Okay, so in the game, this gate is found by an explorer in 1912. Now, so in Stargate, it was 1928. But it's not used until the modern day. So they find it, but they don't use it until the modern day. So in both the game and the show. So this circular gate, circular or ring, is made of an indestructible metal, and you walk up a ramp to get to it, or the ramp or the steps. Yeah. Okay. All right. So it uses in the show, in Stargate, they call it a dial home device. And in the game, they call this a control pylon. Now, this doesn't look like the control. Okay. Now that does. Okay. All right. So you have to enter a code with the gate address in order to use it. Now, the gate network was built millennia ago by the ancients who are in the game and the show are a little mysterious. We learn more about them as time goes on in both the game and the show. So the gate, when it's discovered, eventually it falls into the hands of a government agency. And in the game, that's the UN. In the show, of course, it's the U.S. military. And the group in charge of the program in the game is the Interdimensional Agency, or the IDA. And of course, in Stargate, it's Stargate Command. So the IDA are the people who run the program. They don't actually go through the gate themselves. They send teams of 4 highly trained people. So these teams are known as interdimensional exploration teams, or IDET, or IDET. So the IDET team. So you'll have each team is numbered. You go to IDET 1, IDET 2, which sounds like SG1, SG2. So these groups, they're given thorough military training, and the team members have diverse skills that are useful. You might have someone really smart, like a scientist or an inventor, maybe a professor, let's say, or, maybe an expert in history or languages, because linguistic ability often comes up since they interact with various alternate Earth cultures all the time. Cultures from Earth's history, Egypt, Rome, the Norse culture, or maybe Russians. That comes up in the game, and yeah. Okay, so sometimes there are team members who are just regular people who've gotten stuck with them. Sometimes it's a local person they've picked up along the way, like a soldier who joins their cause because they have some connection to it. Okay. Sometimes a portal will go wrong, and bad things will happen. Someone might die a fiery death, or it might just be really horrible. Okay, so this is in the game. Let me emphasize, in the game, they go to other planets and alternate Earths and meet alternate Earth cultures as well as non-human cultures. So they're recurring antagonists who are beings which look human but aren't. They're aggressive and dangerous and are at war with other worlds. And they run into these beings on a recurring basis in the game and Stargate and Sliders. So, do these sound kind of similar? Well, the creator of Fringeworthy, Richard Tucholka, thought they did seem kind of similar. And I mean, considering Stargate is basically Fringeworthy the series. So Richard Tucholka decided to contact a lawyer. He was going to have a little conversation with MGM about this. But the lawyer advised him not to pursue a lawsuit. See, back then, a suit by a small game company against a major Hollywood studio was unlikely to succeed. So he dropped it. But did he have a case? What do you think? Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks. Bye.